Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gents.
Ladies and gents, that is my brother. He wanted to see this beautiful moment too. Welcome back. As you can see, I've been working for a while. I even got a shunt yard over here. He was asking where the recording toolbar went. I like to take that away because if I go, watch this, if I go up like this, it can make my screen be weird. So I like to take it away. But anyway, I built a small shunting yard over here. Yeah, I knew I was going to do it in an episode, but it took a while, so y'all should be happy you didn't have to endure that pain. But what else did I say I was going to do when I was back? Maybe a little hint for you. Just maybe a small hint for you. Just a small hint for you. Y'all, I am buying the Eureka. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, look at the beautiful inside. Yes. It's got beautiful everything, and for this one, the cars aren't gonna look like. By the way, look, tractive effort 2,870, 5,000 for less money. I'm just saying. Think this is a better deal than the other one. This is definitely a show engine. Definitely. You show this thing off. This is a passenger train engine. You can talk if you want to. Oh, $50 for some flags? No, I'll do that. Number? I'm gonna name it the lucky number 7.
76.
76. And then the name? The name is Old. I'm trying to do Old Faithful. Old Faithful. Oh, no. Oh, wait, I probably can't do that. Old Yeller. What do you think's a good name? Smokey. Smokey the engine. And then on the tender, I'm going to put the name of my railco. Bobo and Corp. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at it. It is beautiful. Oh, wow. Doggy. Beautiful. It comes with a full water tank? I think it does. Well, ladies and gents, let's get this thing fired up. Oh, wait a minute. For the first couple rounds, I gotta take wood from the tender instead of having it hooked up because, you know, I can't just roll it back. Oh! is a blazing glory.
Put some boxes on the side.
This is like toolboxes. You see, the devs of this game really wanted like a lot of historical accuracy. So like they made like toolboxes to go on it, all sorts of stuff.
Where's the number?
Huh? Oh, that's up here.
Up front.
76, and then back here we got Bobo and Corp. This is a show engine. The only thing I kind of don't like is that. I wish I could have changed that. I think it had an option to change it, but you know what? I'll be fond of it. Then we got the old Smokey. You know, I've heard that the reason they had that big thing on there is because that would catch the ashes, so it wouldn't set the forest on fire when it was going by. That'd catch the ashes and just let the smoke go. But this is the biggest train I've worked with. Oh, get the flags. This is a real deal choo-choo. Like, look at this compared to Betsy. Betsy isn't even the size of that dang tender. Much less the actual choo-choo train over here. Alright, are we getting anything? Let me check. Water temp is going up, but I don't know if there's a water temp gauge here. There's a literal oil thing right there. So water temp is rising quickly. We could have 1,000 water sitting in this thing. The fire temp is going up so high. Wow. Normally the fire temp would reach like 90, and you'd already have boiler pressure. Alright, let's see. Once this water temperature gets to 100, should give us some boiler pressure here. Alright, y'all, sorry for the small cut. I genuinely thought I hadn't been recording. But, hey, y'all, I just realized I had this paused. So I'm filling y'all in. So basically, we got the Eureka running, and we brought the tinder and everything out here through the rerun tool. Totally didn't derail it. Almost freaked out over losing my tinder, and a lot of other things. But the technical difficulties have.
You gotta put the thing on back of that.
The technical difficulties have subsided, so now I just have to get my tender on. Oh no, now that that's gone, I'm pretty sure I'm able to do this. But yeah, y'all missed my marveling over the tender insides, and you know, the inside of the Eureka, because this thing is actually beautiful. Like, it is really pretty. I love it. But we're going to be running over here, and we're going to go grab these cars. Those cars over there. Because I made a shunting line, and I want to use it. Gosh darn it, I want to use it. Now, I don't know if this switch is right. Oh, that is just beautiful. You gotta agree with me. That is beautiful. Give me a second. That's the screenshot. That's gonna be the thumbnail. If I have anything to say about it, that will be the thumbnail. Alright, so if I am right, I have to bypass it first, then reverse and go back. So I'm going to pause it until I do that. Alright, I'm going to show y'all the backing up process, because this could either go really good or really bad. Because this is either really good or really bad. And I know people have said this thing has such a wide wheelbase that sometimes it's really bad to like have any kind of sharp turn, because you can see how wide this wheelbase is. And you see, that's one solid thing. With the Betsy, it's a small little thing. It can maneuver well. Now, the tender, yeah, it's completely apart from the main thing. But I'm going to have to take this reg slow and make sure I can make it around this curve. Because I have had a lot of Betsy's derail on this curve. The Eureka! 1.3 million pounds of tractic effort on flat ground. Alright, Buddy Rose. From the Bowo and Corp. Oh. Bowo and Corp representatives. Oh no, 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 no. Not having another 5 trains run away from me today. Loop, loop. That pin was so long. Alright, let's make sure all these switches are okay, and just in case I am going to just completely... I'm going to set the reg to 100 for a minute, then I'm going to cut off the reg. Chugga-lugga-lugga-lugga, chugga-lugga-lugga-lugga, chugga-lugga-lugga. Alright, that is completely set. We're ready to back it up and we're ready to get moving. Now this episode is going to be a little bit long because I'm not going to do any time lapses because I want to show y'all the full thing of this. Now the full, complete thing. I want to show y'all everything. Its flaws, its everything. Now if it does derail really badly, yeah, I'll do a little time lapse. Because ain't nobody got time for that. Boom. Yes. Sweet, sweet victory. Right, now I just gotta unclip all of these. And now the Betsy, I wouldn't say it had a hard time pulling them. But, like, it would have to be full reg to get a decent speed on this. Because they debugged the Betsy. Because the Betsy was absolutely OP. I have $47. 47 bucks. A solid 47 bucks. Alright, y'all. The Bobo and Corp main train. Fire is burning hot. Off. Reverser forward. Brake 0%. Fire. Stoked to perfection. 3. Windows. Open. Doors. Open. 3. 2. 1. Oh, we are moving. Oh, like a dream. These cars aren't affecting it. It's like a dream. People said this thing was bad, but I'm gonna have to disagree with them. I mean, dang. Now, I'm going to put the reg to 0 and run out in front of it just to show y'all. It is not infecting it. The Bobo and Corp is strong. The Bobo and Corp official train has been inducted. That is the official induction whistle. That means this is now an official Bobo and Corp train. Bobo is my sadly passed away now dog. But you know what? We can have his memory live on in our trains. That is kind of weird to say. Alright, are we ready to make a full run to the lumber mill? I'm thinking we are. What are you thinking about it, Cody?
Go ahead and go over.
Alright, pull the reg a little bit. Let's pull him around this turn, boys. I mean, people were saying this thing was straight garbage. I mean, people were knocking on this thing hard, but I don't believe them. I mean, this thing is a good, solid little train. And also, these cars don't look like they're the biggest thing in the world. I mean, Betsy used to look like it was the size of my pinky to these cars. Now this big mamma jamma's over here. You think your cars are bigger than me? Well, they ain't. They ain't, buddy. You're not that guy. Let's make sure all these cart brakes are off. I mean, dang. This thing is pulling them like a dream. Wait. And I remember one guy that I watched, Con Gaming, he said that the generator was supposed to be on. I haven't even put the generator on. Oh, there is no generator. But the compressor, that exists. Oh, so now we have air brakes. Alright. Oh, so that's the compressor. And I bet that's the extra great gauge inside here too. Yeah, it sure is. That's what that all is. We're in there, we're having ourselves a time. I mean, this is a fun little train. I hate to say it, but this is fun. Now, I don't know how it's going to stand up to the death thing over here. Because from what I can tell, the part that we're about to hit has killed many upon many a train. But I mean, I don't know if it'll kill this one. This one's just a chugging along. I mean, videos of this thing sucking exist. Like, videos of this thing being so bad exist. But I don't believe them. I very simply do not believe them. Now, here is the death curve. Oh, yeah, you can see it wobbling. The death curve is not nice to these trains. It gives no sympathy. Now, if anything is going to bog out, it's going to be the trailers. The trailers are normally what wimps out on this. The Eureka has pulled them through. Do y'all realize I have never had that not fail on me? This is the first train in history. Besides those first couple trains, this is the first train with the full cars to pull them through that. And them not completely. This thing. How do people say this is bad? I mean, I love the look of it. I love everything about it, and it's a good engine. Or at least by my standards, it's a good engine. It has everything I need in an engine. It's got a big tender. It's got pretty good power. Or at least compared to the new Betsy, it's got really good power. Now, I don't know. This is another death curve. Sometimes, like that trailer my mouse is hovering over, sometimes that trailer will give out. But, I mean, the Eureka, it's pulling them through. Oh, that one just popped up. I have my new favorite engine. This thing pulled me all the way through. All the way through. Dang. Just dang. Now, I don't have much here because I've been grinding it a lot. But let's see what we can fill up, and let's see how the Eureka. Let's see how it does. This is not a bad engine. This is not bad. Like, at all. Like, this is a good engine. I wouldn't say it's better than the Betsy because the Betsy is compact. But, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's better than it yet. Because I haven't got a lot of tests in with it. But, I mean, so far it's looking like an amazing competitor. Like, I ain't gonna lie, this is good. Most trains don't make it this far. Most trains with my janky things, they give out about, like, it gets janky around the companies. Like, the rest of my track is pretty good, but around these companies, it gets thrown out the window. But I mean, this train pulled it through well. Smokey the train. Smokey the Eureka has made it far. I can't stress enough how much I think this is a good train. I mean, there are a lot of tempting stuff that said the Eureka is a bad train, all this, all that. And at first I believed them, but then I saw, like, people started to say, like, it had, like, this and that. And, like, people even went as far to say as it was the best. Well, no, I don't think nobody's ever said that. But people have gone pretty far. This is good. And also, it makes me drive this person, because normally I don't drive this person, but I mean, this engine is beautiful. Might as well. And also, it helps with loading a lot. I figured that out. Bye, dirt. I just randomly got that song in my head. But this is good, by my terms. It is a good little engine. If it has lasted this far, I'ma give it the Martin Gunner Gaming Certified Approved. I'ma give it the Martin Gunner Gaming Certified Approved Good sticker. Now, I will probably, once I get a lot more cars, I'll probably slap Betsy at the back of it. Just to give it that tiny bit more power, especially if we're going up gradients. Because my next thing is probably going to be to hook the sawmill to the smelter. Probably through that little pass that my thing is aiming at. Now, it's going to be hard, but I can get cornwood from the logging camp. Maybe even run a separate logging camp line up that little valley. Now, I've heard that's a good valley to go up, but I've heard it's really rough in the point that it may have like a 10-degree thing on the way back down from it. So we may have to look out for that. Especially with the Eureka, because the brakes are kind of good, I checked. But I've heard it hauls good on flat land, which most of my tracks are so far. But I've heard it doesn't haul that good on steep terrain. And, I mean, I haven't been able to test that. So, we'll figure that out later on once I'm able to test that. But for now, this is my new favorite engine. I'm going to be running this thing. And trust me, I will be running it hard. Because, I mean, I worked hard to get this thing. I got to recover from my bank account. I mean, the Betsy may have looked like my pinky compared to the things. And sure, now the Eureka is looking bigger compared to the carts. But now my bank account looks like my pinky compared to all these cars if you put them on top of each other. My bank account ain't looking good. Because I wanted to put flags. I want to do a bunch of stuff with it. But I think that this is generally amazing. And also the lights. Oh, that's cool. Like, blow out the lights. Because, you know, marker lights. Oh. So that's cool. Like, if you're not running, you can put those on. Alright. I think I'm going to do two. I think I'm going to do a beam every car coming up. That way we have some equal weight here. This max. Yeah, that's max distance. Alright, reg up. Yeah, I really want to try to find somebody else who plays this game that I know well. Because I don't know anybody else who plays this game a lot. I'd have to find somebody who does that can actually help me. Because, I mean, it's hard to man these things. Especially when the trains get long like this, it is so hard to man them. Because, I mean, I'm over here on this big curve, and, I mean, those are just over there. I may just have two empty cars at the end. I don't want to pull forward again, because that sucks. Pulling forward does. It's really hard to pull forward. Well, it's not hard to pull forward. It's hard to line it up. That's why I don't really like lining up. Old number 76. That's my brother's football number. And apparently that's a lucky number. Well, that was my brother's football number. He doesn't play football anymore. Let me back it up just a tiny bit more. But yeah, if y'all see any like flaws or stuff, be free to tell me. I know this is kind of a long video, and I will probably state that in the description, but if you made it that far, you know that. Or at least I hope you know that. That you've been watching for about an hour. I think I may need to back it up. Yeah, I'm gonna need to back it up. I don't know if that's it struggling or if it's that, or if that's it on the curve. Because, like I said, it's one solid wheelbase. It shouldn't work well on a curve. That's just the laws of wheelbases. Yeah, I think I'm going to just do 2 per car here. Alright, good and good. Then that should run us out of beams and planks. So, I'll probably use the money I make from this to buy some more lumber cars. And I mean, I'll run lumber with the Eureka. I normally run lumber with the Betsy because the lumber yard is, well, then again, the lumber yard is probably less sketchy than this. In fact, I've wanted the Eureka for a lumber yard because it's got a hill right before it. So that little bit more traction will help it insanely. Right, brake, reverse or forward, brake off, hit it. Hit the air compression brakes just to get that going up a lot. Alright, let's get moving around this curve. Now I know this coming up is going to be really hard because this is the most common section for derailments for me. Now if it makes it past this, I'll put the Betsy on the back of this, but this will be my main engine. I will not replace this for Betsy if I can make it past this. Because, I mean, I'm already thinking about using this as my main engine. I mean, if it makes it past this kill point. Because, I mean, I could not explain how many trains I've had completely just wipe out. Right here. Because, 1, I'll forget to check the switch. Because you see, it's always wrong. And 2, do you see that curve right there? It's crazy. Then again, the Betsy didn't have good brake management. Because the Betsy was small of these carts and it didn't have much mass to stop it. So, maybe. Forward. And also, this equipment is so much bigger. I mean, the reg was as small as my forearm in the Betsy. Alright, let's lock that in with our brakes. Alright. Now I'm used to seeing a lot more than I'm seeing with this right now. Because, you know, the Betsy, I can just step off the back, but this has an entire tender in the way. that's the thing. I think this gets to carts more because it handles the carts better because it struggles on these turns too. So like the more it struggles, the less the cart will struggle. I'm giving it all that I got. I don't. Oh, the tender brake is on. That may be a small reason why. Come on, Smokey. Smokey? Smokey? Oh? That last train car derailed. And you know what? I'm not even going to call that a fail. I'm still saying it passed with flying colors. That is amazing. And I'm not biased because I like this train. If I could show y'all how many derailings I've had on this exact piece of track, I would, but I can physically not because there are so many. And I mean, those derailings would start up here and derail my entire train. That is not an issue compared to the other ones I've had. Like, I can pull forward, re-rail that back up, and bam. But, I mean, this has passed by my standards. I'm giving it the Martin Gunner Gaming certification of approval. I need to pull forward more. Oh, wow. Now, I'm going to run it back. Probably take a couple of screenshot pictures. Just because, for the memes. Whoa, regulator. Oh, I was just pulling it the wrong way. I was about to say, did the regulator get stuck? Can that happen? I was just pulling it the wrong way. I was pulling it forwards and need to go backwards. So now I'm going to re-rail this right up here. And then boom, I just back it back up. I just back it up until it's hitched to those. And I mean, I'm done. I'll pull it all the way back and we know it ain't going to have trouble back there. Because we have that one really smooth turning. So I'm going to chalk this up to, it's amazing. Oh, bad thing is I put the brakes on. I probably should have left the brakes off. Oh, wait. And just reg back. And just let it coast back. Now we just pull it forward and pull it to the rail car. In fact, I'm going to do a time lapse of this. Just to show y'all how beautiful this train is. 3, 2, 1. Alright, y'all. I don't even know if I'm going to time-lapse it. That was beautiful. I love this train, y'all. If y'all can't already tell, I love this train. Pulling into the station. Pulling into the station. Chugga-lugga-lugga, chugga-lugga-lugga, chugga-lugga-lugga-lugga. Chugga-lugga-lugga, ay, ay. Pulling into the station. Alright, hit the brakes. We'll get ready to hit the brakes. Probably should have backed up here. You know what? I'll get us out of this. I'll probably just re-rail it, to be honest. Re-rail it in the right order. Alright. Hit that. Oh wait, I had it backwards. That may be why it wasn't moving that well. You know that? Alright, hit it. But yeah, that's it. That is the engine in its finest. That is amazing. I love it. Let's see how much money it made us. Better make us a good amount for the amount I paid for it. That's enough to buy a solid 1 lumber car. Well, if these sell it, will we? That is enough to buy a solid 1 lumber car. Yeah, I'll definitely add a lot more lumber cars to my fleet eventually. Eventually, I'll start doing runs to where every single time I come back and forth, I'll have enough to buy another lumber car. But I'm definitely going to be grinding lumber on here. Yeah. So, I really hope y'all enjoyed. This was an amazing engine. And I'll see ya.